Hello, hey guys, hey, it's Tuzee. Tuzee here from Tuzeemusic. We are back with another episode of Tuzee Tuesdays. Well, if you're just joining us today for the first time, I say welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget, press the button if you have not subscribed. Subscribe to my channel, Tuzeemusic. So that's Tuzeee Music. You wonder why you're spelling your name. Okay, guys, I just want to let you guys know. Yeah, I know you can see it on the screen, but actually, I want to let you know that Tuzee Tuesdays went live on podcast this week. So, yeah, this week it went live on podcast, and it's on Spotify as well as Apple, iTunes, and Pandora. I believe those are the four it's on right now. And so, if you're one of those that don't have time to just sit there and watch, you can listen while you work. So whether you're driving home or doing some chores or whatever it is, you can listen to Tuzee Tuesdays while you do that. So yeah, it's live on Spotify and the other, like I said, Apple as well as iTunes and Pandora. And don't forget, when you're on Spotify, you can follow me and all of those other places too. You can press that button and follow me. But like I was saying, guys, thank you so much for being here. We are back with another episode of Tuzee Tuesdays. Yeah, so yeah, how are ya? How is it going? Well, we've been having a lot of snow here, like a lot of snow. Actually, there was a snow day. Not really snow day, because now they have like online schooling on snow days. Yeah. But yeah, nobody went to school because of a lot of snow. So yeah, we're having a lot of snow here. Hopefully you're not. But it's been not been bad. So hope you are doing good. Keeping warm. Yeah, so today we are at episode 21 of Tuzee Tuesdays, and our topic for today is, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why am I here? And what is my purpose? A very loaded question. So, guys, in celebration of Black History Month, for today's show, I have included some Black History trivia questions. Not very much, but a few of them, so that we can, have some fun and learn a little bit, because it's been really cool. Yay for Black History Month, because we've been learning a lot of stuff. Like I said, I've been sitting in with my kids' classes when they do online schooling, and been hearing some of the amazing stuff they've been talking about Black history, and it's just amazing stuff. They are amazing people. I'm so grateful that we can celebrate Black History Month. But of course, we need to remember, I know it's a month, but Black history, like any other history, should be celebrated like every single day, every time it's a history that live on, and it's not just Black history, it's every other, what I'm saying. But anyways, today is celebration of Black History Month, guys. I have included some Black History trivia questions. So you want to grab your pen, grab your paper, and if you're driving and listening to podcasts, I say get ready to let's see how much you can get right. How much you can get right. But no, welcome to Tuzee Tuesdays. And just so you know, for those of you who are just joining us today for the very first time, the goal of Tuzee Tuesdays is to have some fun, and inspire. We inspire here, as well as add value and learn to love ourselves enough that we can love on others. But yeah, we do have some fun too. We share laughs, we share tears, and yeah, it's just a place where we can inspire each other and yeah, have fun too. So even though it does say Tuzee Tuesdays, I always say this, that you please feel free, if there's something you want to hear me talk about on the show, something that you have and want to share, I'm sure there's people out there. If not, I'm here and I really want to hear from you. So yeah, definitely feel free, put a comment, or you can always email me at my email address, which is tuzee@tuzee.com. And yeah, so do that. Okay, so Why am I here? What is my purpose? The topic of episode 20 of Tuzee Tuesdays today. So just last week, if you watched last week's show, we talked about our topic for last week was gratitude in the storm. And we concluded last week that, that life is a gift. And it sure is. It is a gift. We just say, sometimes when we're in the middle of a storm, we don't always understand and we can't, sometimes it feels like a curse or something. But life is a gift. So just following up with that topic, that life is a gift, now that we have this gift, what are we supposed to do with that? And what am I actually doing with this gift right now? And that's where our topic from today comes from. And is, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? So like I said, guys, to kick off the show, we're going to start with a couple trivia question of Black history trivia questions. And let's see how good you are. Let's see if you got this. Okay, so our very first question, there's a lot of great questions out there. I just pick a couple, not because any is more important than the others, because no, there's amazing questions out there. Just pick a few because there's a lot I could put into the show right now. But let's go, guys. We kick off with 2 Black history trivia questions. So our very first question is, Jackie Robinson, the first Black athlete to play Major League Baseball, played for what Canadian team? So I'll say that again. Jackie Robinson, the first Black athlete to play Major League Baseball, played for what Canadian team? Of course, I'm in Canada, so yeah, there you go. And our next question is, in 1955, she showed the world how to stand by sitting down. In 1955, she showed the world how to stand by sitting down. So yeah, guys, while you think about those answers, we're going to move on into Tuzee Tuesdays, episode 21. So we were saying, why am I here? And what is my purpose? So, are you one of those people, who plan your whole day, let's say maybe your whole week? Some people are just amazing at that. Some of us live as the day goes. I've tried to plan, but it's like, it's always, anyways. But are you one of those people who plan your day, your whole day, or your whole week anyways, ahead of time? Sometimes things work out perfect, our day, is amazing, everything's just, but then there's other times that you hit a bump and you have to take a detour. And it takes you on a tour, and I mean a tour. And sometimes, and while you were there, you wondered, how did I get here? Why am I here? What is my purpose here? So guys, just before we go digging into that, our topic for today, of course, we can't forget this. It's Tuzee's joke time. Get ready for this. So like I said, we do have fun here. So guys, ready to laugh a little bit. So today, our joke for today, it's about a guy and a girl, of course. So these guys have been dating for a while, and they are at the stage, where they're actually getting to meet each other's parents. So, they went over to the boy's parents. We're just going, the girl name was Gil and the guy is Jim, just for the sake of name, so we don't get it mixed up. But they went over to Jim's parents' house, the guy's parents, and while they were there, Gil learned so many great things about them, how amazing they were. They were just so in love. She was so impressed to see how much they were in love and why they were, eating and chatting. That she learned that, this guy, Jim's dad, brings his mom coffee early morning while she's in bed every single morning, and also foot massages every day after work. And she's not very good at ironing, so he will iron the clothes after she does the laundry and stuff like that. So just a great team and just amazing. So she was so impressed by that. And after they left, going home, she kept talking about that. Wow, that's amazing. As time went by, Gil and Jim got married. So on the way to their wedding reception, Gil, went back again to, she started to remark how loving Jim's parents were. And she said, wow, even coffee in bed. That's amazing. Everyday foot massages. And then she looked over at Jim and she says, tell me, does it run in your family? And he says, oh yeah, it sure does. And I take after my mom. He's such a stinker. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're ironing your own clothes. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I thought it was a funny joke, and I hope you laugh a little bit, because yeah, like I said, that's one of the goals of Tuzee Tuesdays, that we get to have some fun, share some laughs. That's funny. So before we went to Tuzee Joke Time, we were talking about being one of those people that plan your whole week and then things goes good, and then there's days you hit a roadblock and go on a complete tour and you're there wondering, how did I get here? Why am I here? And what is my purpose? So how are you doing with those trivia questions? Are you getting them right? Okay, just before we go into our topic, just before we go talking more about our topic, I will add a couple more questions to our trivia. So these are famous quote. So this is a quote by one of our Black historians, and you're to guess who said this. So here we go. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength and the patience and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Who said that? Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have the strength, the patience, the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. So who said that? And then another quote is, we must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. Who said that? Who said that? Okay. So why am I here? What is my purpose here? So I'm going to share a story with you guys. When I first came to Canada, before I came here, actually, I was in university back home studying to be a nurse. And my big goal was, when I get here in Canada, I want to continue my nursing, finish it up, and then get a job, all those things. Like I said, you plan your week and days and stuff. So I, did my research and found out that, the university I was applying to / college I was applying to, they had an opening for like maybe 1,000 students, but usually there was probably about 10,000 students that applied. So you had to be like an A student or way on the top there to get in. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what, my grades were pretty good, but being I was from, West Africa, I was like, you know what, maybe I should upgrade my grades to like a Canadian kind of a level to put me up there. So I did that. Went to an adult learning program, and and I did that. So I was way up there, almost a 4 point, my average at the end of the year. Applied, and you probably guessed it, did not apply, did the entrance test, and yeah, to my surprise, did not get in. But I received a letter that told me, like, well, it's not because you didn't do really well on the entrance. You did amazing. However, like we said, there were way, way more people apply for the program. So we just went with, whoever had, people that were a little higher marks than you. All frustrated, I'm not joking, because like I said, I already have my plans of things that I want to do, get on with this nursing thing and then start working. And now I had to wait a whole other semester to do this. And how did I know I was going to get in anyways? So anyways, I'm frustrated. And yeah, talk about a detour. So I decided, instead of just waiting for a whole semester to pass, I will go and do my PSW. So I did, I enrolled at the same college, the same college, and did my personal support worker. So so PSWs are like healthcare aides and stuff, and we do you're working with patients, just not as a nurse, but you do a lot of stuff. That's amazing stuff. Get to know them, assessment and stuff, which is really cool. So I did that, and long story short, during my during my time as being in school as a PSW, I actually, maybe 4 months into the program, 4 months, yes, it's like a 6-month program, definitely not 4 years. So 4 months in the program, I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter. And I remember when I didn't get into nursing school, how upset I was. But then when I got the news, I couldn't help it but think, wow, if I actually had been accepted to that nursing program, I would have had to drop off the whole, program, and maybe for a year or a couple years before, continuing. But, I was able to complete my personal support worker in 6 months, and, have my beautiful baby. And, it was a detour. It was, and I'm not joking, it sounds like very, that's not a big deal, but no, it was a big deal. When you have your life stuff planned and then this changes, it was. But it's just amazing that, that did happen. And after that 6 months, I got my certificate, and to be honest, I must say I couldn't be more happier that I actually was a PSW before I became a nurse. So when after I had my kid, at some time when I reapplied, I did get in. But while I was doing nursing, I actually did work as a PSW as well. So which was actually really amazing, because yeah. But I am so grateful that I did that. Believe me, I wasn't at the time, but I am so grateful that I did that. And yeah, the cool thing about that, I found like my skills in like assessing patients have just been completely broadened, and my clinical judgment is so much more bigger. And one of the greatest thing I found about it is that my respect for all the interdisciplinary is amazing, just because I know what a PSW does, and I'm always so grateful and amazed by them. And yeah, so detour in a row. Why am I actually here? And I remember asking myself that question when I didn't get in and I had to do PSW. Why am I here? So yeah, detour in the row. And for some reason, my computer just stuck. So it's taking its own detour. So I can try to get that fixed. But yeah, why am I here? Detour in the row. So, it's interesting that, our limitations as human, that we don't really get to see the whole picture. You know, it would be so much easier if we did. But there's got to be a reason why, because probably we'll be pressing that fast forward. I don't want this forward for, or like go back a little bit. But yeah, seeing the bigger picture and understanding why am I here. So so like that story that I just explained. So maybe you are on a detour right now, or maybe you're stuck in a traffic. Who knows? Like being on one of those Toronto 401 traffic. Yeah, believe me, I've been there, did that for a couple years, and yeah, being on a detour and you're thinking to yourself, why am I here? What is my purpose here? So guys, keep on answering those Black History Trivia questions. We have a couple more, and we will continue with our Tuzee Tuesdays. So, 2 more questions. Not 2 more. We have 3 to go. So two more questions for right now. So our first question, literally the 5th question is, Black History Month became nationally celebrated in what year? In what year was Black History Month nationally celebrated? And of course, this is like a giveaway. Yeah, this next question. So the first African American to become president of the United States of America. Told you, it's a giveaway. Well, have fun answering that, and we will continue with our topic today. Why am I here? Why am I here, and what is my purpose here? So like I was saying, maybe you are on a detour right now, or stuck in a traffic and you're asking that question. I know I've been there. I asked myself that exact same question. And a few times, actually, not just that one situation. Sometimes I do ask myself quite a bit, why am I here? What is my purpose? And, this is probably a cliche, but it's true. We all have a purpose in this life. And no matter where you are right now, there is a reason. We all have a purpose. And there's this really cool quote. Yeah, say it right, quote, that I came across that just, really does sums up that we all have a purpose. And even though sometimes, you may not understand it, listen to this quote. I love it. I don't know who the author is. I try to find the author, but I can't find it. If I do find it, I will reference the author for sure, because it's a beautiful, beautiful quote. And it says, the day you were born is the day God decided that the world could not exist without you. Okay, let me say that again. It says, the day you were born is the day God decided that the world could not exist without you. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, it's true. We all have a purpose here, just like that quote says. And don't matter where your detour may have taken you. Whether you're stuck in a traffic right now, or maybe you're in a total different place than you imagined, like I was. Remember, you are there. Don't matter how terrible it seems at the moment, you are there for a reason. One, like I was saying from the beginning, one downfall of humans. I don't know if it's a downfall, maybe it's actually a great thing. Some days we feel like it's not. It's that we don't get to see the whole picture. We can just see a little bit of it. It's like an iceberg. You see the top of the thing, and then there's a whole huge thing underneath. So you're stuck there. You don't see, why am I here? What is my purpose? And as I prepare for this topic today, I couldn't help or, remember, like imagine how many of our heroes, today, heroes and heroines from Black History Month that we are celebrating could not see the whole picture. How many of them ask the same question that we are asking today? What is my purpose? Why am I here? And, unfortunately, as you read through history, there's quite a lot of them that really did not live to see the whole picture. But, their decisions have you and me here today. And, so it is true. We all have a purpose here. So, I just want to encourage you that, wherever you are right now at this moment, whether stuck in a traffic or completely on a detour where your GPS is right now telling you, turn around when you have that GPS thing. It always, I find it very funny. Mine will be like, it's so confident it's taking you there, and then you get to a place and it says, well, turn around when possible, because you're totally in the wrong spot. So whether your GPS is telling you that right now, I just want to say, look around, look around with new eyes and see your detour as a part of your purpose. See your detour as a part of your purpose, and embrace it, and do your best in making the right decision, because whatever decision you make today, could be part of history tomorrow. It's true. It could be part of history tomorrow. So guys, I hope you're getting those questions right. And our very last trivia question for today is there a Black person? Is there a Black person that you can think of in your life right now that have influenced your story? Someone you admire. They don't have to be like a popular figure. You don't even have to be one that's made the papers, or just someone that you admire, that you look at and say, wow, and that person cannot be you. Yeah, I get it. But no, they can't be you. They have to be someone else. But someone that is Black, just in celebration of Black History Month, is there a person that influenced your story? Someone that you look up to? So guys, in a couple of minutes, we will be taking up the, I will be giving you the answers for each of the questions that we asked. If you're not done, it's okay. You can get finished in 2 minutes. We will be taking it up. So just before, just in conclusion, guys, remember that we all have a purpose here. We all do. And like that quote says, the day that you were born is the day that God decided the world could not exist without you. And cling on that. Hold on to that. You are here for a reason. You are here with a purpose. You may not see it right now. No, you may not. But you know what? Like we said in the very end, embrace it. Wherever your detour have taken you, embrace it, because it is a part of your purpose. And be sure to make the right decision, because whatever decision you make today could be part of history. So guys, remember, Tuzee Tuesdays is now on podcast, and you can get it on Spotify, so you can listen to it while you drive home, as well as we're Nurses with Talent is coming up actually next month, which I'm super excited about. So if you're a nurse, contact me. I want to showcase your talent. Please contact me. I know there are nurses out there with talent. When I release my songs, a lot of people ask me, I thought you were a nurse. And that's what led to the show that nurses have other skills. We love being nurses, but we have other skills and other talents. So this March, guys, if you want to be part of the show, send me your talent and I will include you. And also, don't forget, press the button, subscribe. And if you're listening to my podcast right now, don't forget you can follow me on those podcasts as well. Okay, guys, so let's pick up those answers and see. Ready for it? Are you ready for the answers? Let's see if you got it right. Let's see how many did you get right. I said if you got all of them right, great job. Good for you. And it doesn't matter if you didn't get all of them right. If you only got one right, that is okay. Okay, where are my answers? I'm almost there. Get my answers. Okay, so the very first question, the team that Jackie Robinson played for in Canada, the Canadian team, was Montreal Royals. Montreal Royals. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, actually. And then our second question, she showed the world to stand by sitting down in 1955. And our answer is no other but the wonderful Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, she did. She sat on that bus, and that brought about the whole the bus boycott, which is another amazing story. And so that was our second question. How are you doing so far? Good? Pretty good? Okay, and our third question, the famous quotes. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. That was a quote by Harriet Tubman. Such a beautiful quote. Amazing quote. Did you get it? Did you get that? I didn't get that one actually from the start, but I love it. It's amazing quote. And here's one here. Question number 4, still on famous quotes. So we must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. Who said that? Did you get that? That was a good one. That was said by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, he said that. Such a, it's just a brilliant quote. Beautiful quote. And question number 5, what year did Black History Month become nationally celebrated? Yep. Okay, that was 1970. 1970. Yeah, and before that, Black History was celebrated, but it wasn't nationally celebrated. And, the person that first had this talked about that was actually Carter Woodson. And in 1926, they started celebrating Black History Week, Negro Week. But then in 1970, actually, was when Black History Month was nationally put into place and celebrated. And of course, Barack Obama. And the very last question, that is a question that you get to answer yourself. Who is that person that have influenced you? If you want to share with us, please feel free. You can always put it into comment and share with us. And as well as you can send me a message too. If you listen to Spotify, you can send me a message and tell me that. If you don't want to share, that is fine too. But just think about it. Who is that person that have influenced you? And guys, that is Tuzee Tuesdays. And remember, if you didn't get all the questions, that's okay. I didn't either, so don't be too hard on yourself. That's our motto for 2021. Don't be too hard on yourself. New year, new focus. And remember, guys, it's true. We all have a purpose here. So remember, wherever your detour take you, to make the right decision. Because it is a part of your purpose. Have a great week, guys. Thank you so much for listening to Tuzee Tuesdays, and we'll be back here next week. Love ya. And don't forget, press that button. Subscribe, press that button. Thank you for all of my podcast listeners as well. Thank you for listening to Tuzee Tuesdays. Love you guys. Bye.